Hi YouTube. How's everybody doing? Oh, I'm just kind of wondering, people that I'm just gonna address it like one more time, maybe another time, but not with malice. I'm asking people that think they're their own God or think that there is more than one God to search their hearts. Will you, like I was a dealer, would you care to double down? You got the points. Try it. So one more card, one more time. Um, yeah, you're gonna double down on that. That there is no God in control of everything that made everything. Want to double down on the false sciences that are being put forth and the leaders that are misleading. So, okay, enough of that. I'm done. That's all I wanted to say on that note. Hi to everybody, and thank you for my new subs. It'll be nice getting to know you, I'm sure. Um, yeah, I had to get some inside stuff done today because, oh, quite frankly, that building was getting rough, but we were going to get some more done today, but needed some more materials anyway. We reused about every piece of wood that we had around here. Well, no, we got a lot for building, but not for the purpose. What I want now is we're getting some ox board and some shorty 2x4s and some things for I've got uh for her ramp, uh, little 1 inch molding, which will go nice with finished nails to make her a little chicky ramp into her nest. And so, yeah, just plan. Doug's like, I know how to work on a car or like our hot rod. He can see how it's going to be, picture it, but he can't picture the carpentry aspect. And I go, no, no, it's like in dimensions, because I studied this when I had my first chickens, 18 by 18 by 18 deep with at least a 2 or 3 inch lip, like a 2x4 is good across the front. Or you can make a face it with a circle too, but it's easier. Well, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to put a hinge on it with a handle so I can get in behind her and clean things out or get her out of there if she needs any care or, different things like that. So, yeah, you got a plan, you know. But she is in there in her makeshift house. It's a bunny cage that I had a pet bunny in the house that used the litter box and till his cat died, and then he got sad and started going around, so I had to confine him to his house, and he had a porch. And then I'd let him down to hop, and I'd go hop hop, and I'd go run bunny run, and he'd run and get exercises. And yeah, Jack Rabbit. So yeah, he was cool. But yeah, I've had a lot of rabbits that would walk on leashes and different things. So yeah, the first one I trained to be on a leash, I found out you had to keep him on a short leash until you're telling them to hop, and you have to be careful because you could like break their necks. So my first one, Toby, went to hop, and he went like flying with his body weight when he got to the end of his rope. It was like 20 feet long, too much rope. So I reined him in, and then I found out. And well, no, Hada, my first rabbit, was the first one that I bunny trained, and she'd kind of walk with me. And then Toby, my second one, he would hop. He was a hopper, and then a hoppy jumper is what I'd call him. So, yeah. And then Jack, he was real good. He did pretty much what I'd tell him, but he'd sit down and clean himself and then hop a little more. He was a hoppy jumper too. He was part mini Rex though, and my other ones were satins, and but he was mini Rex and satin mix. So, yeah. But anyway, thought about getting one of them lop-eared ones that look like lions, or even the lion mane bunnies are really cool. I love rabbits. They're very intelligent, and he would look at you and mouth the words, well, you know, "Ooh." So at Doug. So yeah, he was a funny bunny. But yeah. Oh yeah, 007. Hi. I was exhausted last night. I was having trouble even typing. It's like I was going to watch you on my TV, and then the minute you were talking about healing from the inside out, boom, my TV went off. Well, it didn't. Well, yeah, it went off. I had to restart it. The internet went down. I was like disconnected just a second after you said that. Boom. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, because I was going to eat something. I was going to kick back and just watch you on my, if you were still going to stay up. So, yeah, that's was suspicious to me, you know. But anyway, yeah. Let's see what else was on my mind. Yeah, I do like that song. That's a really good song. I thought you were saying Simon Dan, not like scientist. I thought you were saying like Simon Says, Maybe that's his name. What a weirdo. Total, these people that push their traditional sciences just make me want to barf. You know, it's like, well, talk about frogs. In biology, I literally took the stomach lining of fatty tissue out of a frog, sewed him back up, and my frog lived the longest till a janitor didn't feed him. He said he would, and he didn't. But anyway, I took him home in a shoe box, and I had cloth down gauze for him, and he was laying on his back, and I kept him warm all the way home and had him overnight, and then brought him back into the school and could feed him every day till I think it was Christmas vacation or something. But yeah, I got like a certificate for some food, It's like, because mine lived the longest. So talk about gross. I used to catch frogs and sell them to the fishermen too. So I called them educated frogs. And people are like, did you train them? I said, yeah, they're nice frogs. They let me catch them, you know. A lot of work catching those frogs though. But yeah, I worked in resorts and stuff and filleted fish and different things for people. Sold worms, dug worms, sold them. Frogs, worms, seen minnows, and sold my minnows to the resort owner and kept busy. I was kind of a entrepreneur um, child, making money. Had a paper out and all different kinds of stuff. So yeah, busy, busy kid. So anyway, yes, that's my point. The bags under my eyes are totally real tiredness. People have made it so I couldn't even sleep most of my life. So I just thought, the hell with it then. I'll meditate on not sleeping and heal with Jesus from the inside out and keep my happy on once a day, at least once a day. I'll never get so depressed that does them thoughts don't come good. And my good grandpa is what I called him. My grandpa Duchesne taught me a really good thing: never go to bed angry. You know, and that is a good policy. So I always like with my kids, I'd try to do something neat. At least once a day, you got to put something cool in your life for yourself. One happy thing at least once a day to keep your happy going. Look in the mirror and go, you know, just do, even if you got to force it. So, yeah, it helps. It keeps the happy endorphins going, which are actually the H. It's called like a H factor in there. I forget the traditional name, but it does start with H and it's abbreviated in that sense. So, yeah. But yeah, it does plays a big role in healthcare. So, yeah, and faith in Jesus Christ is a big deal with healthcare, from healing with the inside out. And most truly kind people in their heart don't get good health care. So having Christ from the inside out is an awful big deal. And even the ones that are getting health care, they'll suffer for their drugs and the rest of their dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Love that song. Yeah. So yeah, I got that ox board I was telling you, so I'm excited to get building. I almost picked up the skills. So I was measuring boards and spare stuff, and I came up with enough. I had some ox board pieces and plywood. I had a 3/8 inch and some 1/2 inch plywood and some pressure treated, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't want the pressure treated on the inside by my bird because it's still poison. So it's like, yeah, nah. And then I had some other plywood, some 1/2 inch, and I could have cut a bunch up and made made it good enough. But it's like, nah. And then we started thinking, um, it's going to look rustic on the outside. He's going to put cedar shakes on the top of it. It'll be a little pricey for a horse barn, but it'll look cute. And then and make it nice, like a little chicky jungle gym in there for her. So yeah, it'll and put a light in there and their food, and yeah, they'll be good to go. Her and the horse. So yep, I'm going to have banquet chicken for supper and stuffing and cranberries, maybe. I'm allergic to the cranberries and I think there's onions in the stuffing, so I'll probably go light on that, but have a chicken breast for supper. Yum. That'll be good. So, chicken, that's terrible. Yeah, but it's like one of my favorite things, so. Just not her eggs. I'm not into eating my pet's baby. I just can't do that. I can't wait for a day that my muscles don't need extra protein where I won't be feeling carnivorous. Even with a vegetarian meal, you're still like, you know, your muscles want more, you know. We run on protein. That's our main thing. Don't let nobody fool you. You know, very little of the other things here and there is actually what the human body runs on. So, and it goes way back. Like proved point was Arnold Schwarzenegger would eat like 7 eggs a sitting or something, like 3 times a day or something, like hard boiled eggs. And dude had biceps as big as my leg. He had when he was young. And then there was like Mr. Atlas, Charles Atlas, like way back when he became Mr. Universe. And yep, I'm into bodybuilding in a big way. And I'm just recovering from some stuff. So, also, Richard 007, um, I have toes that are not fused together, but they wouldn't bend my from breaks and stuff too. So yeah, um, not my whole foot, but a part of whole one. I've had that happen. It healed when I was young, but this time it didn't quite. So yeah, and that's a long story too. But anyway, so yeah, lack of sleep will get you, and you can tell who's like actually stressing in life and doing something, and who's looking aware of the situation, who's truly reaching out, who's truly battling for goodness, and who gets angry when they have lack of it in their life. It's a given, you know. I recognize. you know. I really do recognize that in people in a big way. So I was just telling Doug that this morning. You can tell people, They got this little cherubim look, like their cheeks are all rosy and they're all happy and everything's like happy go lucky and whatever. you know, doesn't really mean they're happy on the inside. It's just an appearance of um bubbly need to be fucked up in your life because evidently you haven't ever felt enough pain. You're so goddamn happy. Excuse me. Um, like you don't battle evil, so go along your happy little Satanist way, either being like ignorant that there's a God or siding with Satan. There really is no in between, that fork in the road deal there, and yeah, just, I was gonna just say what was on my mind and then get off that, but it really is the main topic of the whole situation in life, you know, and it's to me the only thing that matters at this point in human beings' life because they're screwing up everything, everything. And if you think people are normal and if you think this is the way things have to be without people taking charge and saying, no, you're not doing that in people's life. No, I'm not allowing it as a human being. I'm standing up. Do what you want to me. But the karma shit's on you, you know? So it isn't a matter of proving there's a God or proving there's a Satan. Look around, you know. Hideous makes hideous, you know. That's what they're doing to this world. It's hideous. You walk down the street and you see a piece of garbage, and worse yet, I saw garbage way up in the woods, down a lane, a path turning into a deer trail, and wolf and bear, whatever, mountain lion, puma, cougars. Um, way deep back in a ravine, I see a glass jar of junk out in the middle of nowhere. That's, where average people probably wouldn't walk out of fear. You know, what the hell's that? It might have been a homeless person, is what I'm thinking, coming out in the country, getting away from town if they, maybe if they were wanted by the law or, so, yeah. Anyway, could have been anybody. Maybe the owners of the property. So it's still sad. I hate to see people putting garbage even in the ditches. It's so nasty, throwing crap out their windows still, So just that in itself is enough to, not let alone how they raise children or how people lead other people astray or whatever, like that man boy love crap and the other stuff with women and girls and the rest of the sick crap in this world, that not even giving a child a chance to examine what God wants for them in their heart, not even giving them the choice. That's what I'm angry about in life. My biggest anger is when that decision, that choice is taken away from a child. And that happens a lot. And people that cite on that, even if you're not actually participating, by ignoring everything that's bad in this world, you are participating by ignoring it. And that's called ignorance. The person individually would be in ignoramus, mass quantities of nonchalantness, like you're too good to care. The devil may care. Attitude, you know, that's what that is. So, and if he cares and you don't, you're really fucked, huh? Well, he does. He works for God. So if you don't believe there's a God and you know that Satan's kind of all dirty right up in there, then you know something bad's going on and you're almost goners. So time's up. That's, sorry this turned into that. To my regular subs and my new subs, this is what I'm all about. Usually I'm just like telling you what's going on in my day. And everybody in the world feels something's coming down. So reach deep in your heart and ask, is there one true God? You need to. That's all I'm asking you. I know some people, a lot of my subs know there is. You know it. After so many times for asking for help and you get that help and you recognize what that help was, the older you get, if you're not recognizing when you've been helped, well then I guess you don't deserve the help. Then in the end when you're going help, 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 what's God gonna do? You know? I want you to examine your hearts if you've got any iffy situations in between what's nice and what's not nice. You need to know that it is serious. It's serious. This world has become dead serious. So I really do love everybody. I just thought I'd get on and say, hey, I love you. I almost just went live on Facebook to talk to everybody there because there's a lot of people that haven't heard what I got to say, and I'm not really into the typing thing. And I was a typist. I took typing for secretarial, for clerk and stuff. I mean, I type. I don't mind it. It's just I have other things to do in my life. So did a lot of that. A lot of using my fingers. So anyway, everybody, I love you very much. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Yeah, no more tonight. I got to get some stuff done tomorrow, too, so I'll see when that will be. But I'll be here. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Good night, y'all.